It's difficult to judge a stranger's intentions based solely on their appearance or behavior. Sometimes a stranger may seem perfectly polite and helpful, but it's often these individuals who lure their chosen victims into dangerous situations. Sadly, victims often realize too late that they've fallen into a deadly trap. This is what happened to Brooke Evans, an ordinary student and aspiring content creator, whose tragic story shocked the community in 2018. Thousands of people joined in the search for Brooke, hoping she was alive. But when the terrible truth was revealed, no one could believe what had occurred. Brooke had simply gone to a friend's birthday party, but this innocent event would turn out to be the last night of her life. A tragic mix of intoxication, misplaced trust, and a chance encounter with a man who offered her help. Brooke Marie Evans was born on February 17, 1996, in Dayton, Ohio. She was the eldest of 3 children to her parents, Scott and Melanie Evans. Scott was a local mechanic, and Melanie worked as a schoolteacher. Brooke grew up in a loving home and had a close bond with her siblings, Eric and Amanda. Brooke had always been a vibrant and energetic girl, filled with creativity and charisma. She had many friends and performed well in school, participating in theater and frequently volunteering at local animal shelters. She was especially passionate about helping animals and often posted online about the importance of adoption. The Evans family wasn't wealthy, but they lived comfortably in a quiet neighborhood on the outskirts of Dayton. Brooke was popular in high school and loved experimenting with different fashion styles. She would often dye her hair in bright colors, dress in unique outfits, and embrace her individuality. She regularly attended music festivals and other social events with friends, enjoying the creative inspiration she found there. As high school drew to a close, Brooke's aspirations shifted. While she had initially dreamed of becoming a fashion designer, she now aimed for a career in digital media. In her senior year, she registered on several social media platforms, sharing her thoughts on various social issues and her personal experiences. Before long, Brooke had amassed a following of several thousand, and her online presence continued to grow rapidly. In 2015, at 19 years old, Brooke graduated high school and enrolled in a media arts program at the University of Central Florida. She shared stories of her campus life, the subjects she was studying, and the parties she attended with friends. Everything seemed to be going well until December 2015, when Brooke's life took an unexpected turn. While home for the holidays, she slipped on the icy sidewalk outside her parents' house and suffered a serious ankle injury. X-rays revealed a double fracture requiring surgery. For months, Brooke was confined to a wheelchair. Her recovery was slow and painful, and she soon fell into a deep depression. The only thing that kept her going was her blog, where she shared her recovery journey with her followers. During her rehabilitation, Brooke took up making handmade jewelry, which she sold online to raise money for animal shelters. Her followers admired her resilience and passion for helping others. But despite her outward positivity, Brooke struggled with her mental health and sought therapy to cope with her depression. In 2017, after a long recovery and a break from school, Brooke decided not to return to Florida. Instead, she transferred to a local college in Dayton and moved back in with her family. She enrolled in a media studies program and continued developing her blog, where she shared her insights on mental health, activism, and daily life. By this time, Brooke had recovered physically, and her blog was more popular than ever. However, she was no longer the carefree girl she had once been. Her experiences had matured her, but she still maintained her energetic spirit and passion for creative expression. On the night of August 29, 2018, Brooke attended a birthday party for her close friend, Ethan. The celebration was held at a popular local bar in Dayton, and Brooke had planned to stay the night at Ethan's apartment afterward. Throughout the evening, the group had fun, dancing and bar hopping across the city. By midnight, many of the partygoers had left, and Brooke found herself in a small bar with just a few friends. Feeling tired, she stayed behind, expecting to catch a ride with one of them later. But as the night wore on, everyone had either left or passed out, leaving Brooke stranded. She tried texting Ethan, but he had fallen asleep and didn't see her messages. She also reached out to a few other friends, but none responded. Not wanting to disturb her family, Brooke made the unfortunate decision to trust a man she had met earlier in the evening, who offered her a ride home. The next morning, when Ethan saw Brooke's missed messages, including a final one that read, "Help me," he panicked. He immediately tried calling her, but her phone was turned off. As time passed and Brooke failed to show up for class or return home, her family became increasingly worried. By the afternoon, Brooke's parents contacted the police, who quickly launched a search operation. They questioned Brooke's friends, who confirmed that she had been at the bar until closing but had left with a man none of them recognized. Surveillance footage showed Brooke leaving the bar with the man at around 2 a.m. The police identified the man from the footage as Ryan Carter, a 30-year-old with a criminal record. He had previously been charged with assault and drug possession. A search of Ryan's apartment revealed disturbing evidence, including Brooke's clothes, which were stained with blood. Ryan had fled the city, but after a 2-day manhunt, he was arrested at a relative's house several miles away. During questioning, Ryan confessed to what had happened that night. He admitted that he had lured Brooke to his apartment under the pretense of offering her a ride home. Once there, he assaulted her and, in a panic, strangled her to death. He then attempted to cover up the crime by hiding her body in a container, which was later found near his apartment. Ryan Carter was charged with Brooke's murder and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Brooke's tragic death left her family and friends devastated, and the community mourned the loss of a bright young woman with a promising future. Her story serves as a sobering reminder of the dangers that can arise when trusting strangers. Today, Brooke's memory lives on through her blog, which her family has preserved as a tribute to her passion for helping others and living life to the fullest.